Hi, good afternoon. It's Ian at the Hocking Homes team at Keller Williams here in sunny Barry. And we thought we'd give you a little bit of an update on where the yield curves are. And you might be asking, why is a real estate agent giving you an update on where yield curves are? Well, my previous background was spent 20 years at Wall Street firms in investment banking, doing portfolio analysis and running risk for the banks. And so I have a bit of an interesting spiel on this, which I think is slightly different from most realtors will give you, so we thought we'd just share it with you. So yield curves, why are they important? Well, they're important because most people we deal with, like you, have mortgages, and as interest rates go up or down, that can affect your ability to purchase a property. So what's going on right now? Well, if we draw a yield curve like this, actually like this even, and you usually find that yield curves slope this way. So if we go out in time, this is 10 years and this is 3 months. Well, that's what a yield curve looks like. As you go out in time, interest rates usually are higher. And if we took a rough analysis right now, these are about 3% in the short term, and then you'd expect them to be slightly higher in the longer term. Well, that's not always the case. And in actual fact, since the 1950s, there's been 7 or 8 recessions, and preceding every single one of them, the yield curve's done something rather interesting. And it's been doing this now for the last 3 months. In actual fact, what happens is, instead of the yield curve sloping upwards, it actually either goes flat or it even, I'll do it in red because red normally means danger and this is a little bit dangerous, it slopes downward a little bit. Well, that's important to note because what controls the short end here of interest rates are governments. Bank of Canada, the US Federal Reserve, they control the short end rates go up or down a little bit, and what controls the mid-range, like the 5-year, which is where most people fix their mortgages, or the 10-year, is supply and demand, long-term government funding. They issue bonds and things like that in the long term, and that causes these rates to go up or down. Also, fear moves the longer end of the market. And right now the yield curve is pointing down below the short-term rates. This is called an inverted yield curve. And when you get this inverted yield curve, usually shortly thereafterwards, maybe 6 to 9 months after this happens, there's some kind of recession. Recessions don't have to be catastrophic, they can be minor, they don't have to last for very long. What does it mean for you though? So there could be opportunity here. If one, you're an investor, you should definitely be looking at this as it gives you the opportunity maybe to pick up some properties at a slightly cheaper rate. House prices don't usually go up when this is going on. They either go sideways or they go down slightly. I think right now we're largely in a sideways market for real estate and probably going to be there for the foreseeable future. So I don't really see a collapse of any kind. We never have seen a collapse. But as investors, you definitely can get better funding, which is good, makes you cash flow better. And 2, you might be able to pick up a property at a slightly better price than if prices are rising in real estate. What does it mean if you're just a homeowner? Well, if you're a homeowner, maybe it's time to refinance. Because I can tell you, even 6 months ago, this was what was happening. In actual fact, rates were up here at 4%, and today they're at 3%. So in actual fact, rates have come down about 1% in the last, say, 6 months or so. So this might be a good time to go revisit your mortgage. Go see your mortgage professional, your mortgage broker. If you don't have one, give us a call, we'll refer you to somebody. And maybe you can refinance your mortgage and save yourself some money. So a couple of things there. I mean, recession's not always bad, but we do believe that there's opportunity here. Investors, refinance the home. Be aware of what's going on because this does usually precede a recession. This has been happening for about 3 months. Probably within the next 9 months or so, if there's going to be a recession, we're going to see it. That could mean, unfortunately, that some people might lose their jobs, and that usually happens in a slowdown. But it doesn't have to be catastrophic. We don't think it's going to be catastrophic. There's no signs that it would be. So if you'd like more information on that, or if you'd like to know if you're a would-be investor, or if you're an investor and you'd like to know more about investing in Simcoe County, Barry, Collingwood, Orillia, by all means give us a call at the Hocking Homes team. So it's Ian Hocking, 705-252-7939, or hockinghomes.com. Thanks very much. Have a great afternoon.